So how do your expectations make you suffer? Really, how do they make you suffer? When we have expectations towards certain things and they don't go our way, we're let down, right? And so if you take this to the nth degree, it's really about it being acceptance of everything and having no expectations for anything, and that's a way to a peaceful life. Well, that's not really achievable in most of our daily lives, and so really it's just, from my perspective, it's more about having an awareness of your expectations and knowing that if they don't go your way, you're recognizing that that's okay too, or you're finding ways to deal with it. And so when you're expecting something and it doesn't happen, you're let down, you can be angry, you can be depressed, a whole bunch of different emotions depending on what the expectation is. But most importantly, in our daily lives, we have expectations we put on every other individual, and it's about how they're supposed to act according to the way that we think that they should. And that is the simplest way to start working on removing expectations. If you stop expecting people to act the way that you believe that they should, then you reduce a ton of suffering in your life, and the way that they react is just the way they react, right? You're not putting a preconceived expectation on how they react, and so when they don't do it the way that you exactly want them to do it, you're not let down. It doesn't lead to arguments. It's just the way that it is. This is super important when you're talking about relationships, because we can put expectations on our significant other all of the time, and we can be easily disappointed. And so just a daily practice that you can start doing is just checking in and with yourself and making sure that you haven't set unattainable expectations that are actually going to leave you suffering in the end. You may be disappointed in the other person, but it's really you that ends up suffering as a result. And so that's just a small area where you can start to try and practice and remove some of those expectations and work on it with your significant other or somebody else that you're really close to.